Fuck me.
Yes, Majesty. Let's play a new game.
You can stop the game at any time by saying, stop. Your power is 50,
Why are you so
and your
slow?
wealth is 50 tons of gold.
Your Majesty. Oh, the most disturbing of tidings. The ghost of your great-grandfather, King Orphan IV, has been seen every night this week, howling and wailing on the castle ramparts. The pining phantom claims he was murdered in a fire started by the great-grandfather of the current Archbishop of Canterbury. The ghost of your grandfather demands revenge, and insists you execute the current Archbishop of Canterbury. Shall we do as the ghost demands? Most haunted one.
No.
Yes, Majesty. The Archbishop of Canterbury is most relieved. The people of the kingdom are less impressed. They would have enjoyed seeing the hated Archbishop set alight. The ghost of your great-grandfather curses you. When news of your decision reaches Rome, the Pope is happy. He sends you 10 tons of gold.
Your power has decreased by 10 to 40. Your wealth has increased by 10 to 60 tons of gold.
At least I got some gold.
Your Majesty, most frightful news has reached me of a bitter dispute between Henry, Earl of Winchester, and Roger, Count of Exeter. Many innocents have been killed
Damn.
as these noblemen fight out their silly squabble. The people demand you settle the dispute. Henry says milk first, then add the tea, but Roger says tea first, then add the milk. Which is it to be, O wise one? Milk first, or tea first?
Milk first.
Yes, Majesty. The people are pleased with your choice, as it is a well-established fact that all right-thinking people add milk first. You pardon Roger for his uncouth ways, and commend Henry for his good taste. The people celebrate by drinking tea before moving on to ale, and finally to gin.
Your power has increased by 20 to 60.
Oh, I've equaled my power and my gold now.
Your Majesty, many happy returns. It is your royal birthday. However, not all is well. The royal cook was discovered substituting rabbit droppings for raisins in your birthday cake. The chief of security advises you eat the cook as a warning to others.
Oh no, not
Shall
doing
we
that.
do as the chief of security advises, and cook the cook for your Majesty to eat?
No.
Yes, Majesty. What a wise decision,
It's ridiculous,
my lord.
isn't it?
The chief of security has clearly lost his mind.
He has
The cook
indeed.
explains that rabbit droppings actually add flavor. You taste the cake and agree. The rabbit droppings do indeed taste divine.
Your power has increased by 20 to 80.
Damn. Need to be careful.
Caution, Majesty. Don't let your power rise above 100.
See, don't like when it's too high, don't like when it's too low. Hate
Your
that.
Majesty, there's gold in Demdare Hills. Gold has indeed been discovered in the uplands of your kingdom. The Guild of Miners has requested permission to build a gold mine to extract the marvelous metal. The royal geologist predicts the revenue from a gold mine would boost the royal coffers. Shall you allow the gold mine to be built, as the royal geologist recommends, most gilded one?
No.
Yes, Majesty. The Guild of Miners abandon their plans. However, within days, more deposits of the ethereal element are discovered. A gold rush ensues, and desperados from all over Europe arrive in your kingdom to secretly mine the gold. The gold is smuggled out of your kingdom and taken to France. The people are aghast at your incompetent decision.
Your power has decreased by 20 to 60.
Your Majesty, it takes two to tangle. Tonight, you are attending a lavish party in your honor. The host is your old flame, Mildred, Countess of Cornwall. At the party, the Countess wants to present you with a gold statue showing two lovers embracing. Shall you let the
Wow.
Duchess make the saucy submission, most handsome one?
Yes.
Yes, Majesty. Mildred, Countess of
Wonderful.
Cornwall, is enamored with your decision. At midnight, she calls the party to silence and presents you with the suggestive statue. The Bishop of Bath and Wells gasps when he sees the risky representation. However, the people adore you even more than they did before.
Oh.
Your power has increased by 20 to 80.
Congratulations, Majesty. You have survived for 5 rounds.
That's great.
Your Majesty, what a lovely afternoon to travel to your palace on the royal barge. But what is this?
Damn.
The giant squid, known as the Kraken, has appeared in the water before us. Its evil eyes and tawdry tentacles are a blood-curdling sight. Shall I give you the royal bow and arrows, so you might silence the sinister cephalopod?
No.
Yes, Majesty. You remain seated and unarmed as the Kraken approaches. The scary squid reaches out with one of its tentacles and slaps you across the face. Some members of the Royal Guard can be heard sniggering. The Kraken dives under the water.
Your power has decreased by 20 to 60.
Your Majesty. But no, what ghastly bad luck is this? A thick fog has moved in around us. Through the fog, the unmistakable shape of the Kraken can be seen. Shall I give you the royal harpoon, your highness, that you might spear the insolent invertebrate?
No.
Yes,
I need my
Majesty.
power to go down. That's
The
why I'm doing
scary
that.
squid turns its back end towards you and squirts black ink all over your highness. At least, I hope it's black ink, your Majesty. Some members of the Royal Guard can be heard sniggering. The Kraken vanishes back into the fog.
Your power has decreased by 30 to 30.
Right.
Your Majesty. At last, the fog lifts. We turn a bend in the river, and there before us is the gleaming monstrosity. It opens its mouth to reveal rows of razor-sharp teeth. The Royal Guards flee in terror, but the Kraken picks them off, one by one. There are no more weapons left, my lord. Shall you fight the mighty Kraken with only your bare hands, most hopeless one?
Yes. Our power will go
Yes,
up
Majesty.
now.
The Kraken opens its mouth. Its inky incisors snap closed on your arm. There is a hideous, cracking sound. The monster lurches back, its shattered teeth falling into the river. You breathe a sigh of relief as the Kraken submerges in a pool of blood. You remove your tunic to reveal your solid steel body armor. The people cheer your miraculous escape.
Your power has increased by 30 to 60.
Your Majesty, love isn't love until you give it away.
Oh.
I sense passion in the air. The Holy Roman Emperor has offered his niece, Stephanie of Hamburg, as your bride. Stephanie is a great beauty and an award-winning scientist. She would be a most brilliant queen. A generous dowry from the Emperor is also to be expected. Shall you accept the Emperor's suggestion, most entrancing one?
Yes.
Yes, Majesty. The kingdom rejoices at your decision. Preparations for your wedding are made immediately, but what news is this? It appears Stephanie of Hamburg has eloped with her bodyguard.
Your power has decreased
Aw.
by 30 to 30.
That's ludicrous.
Your Majesty, other kingdoms in Europe are making significant scientific advances. A petition has been raised. For your royal attention, the people of the kingdom request you build a university to research new agricultural, engineering, and military technologies. The royal accountants calculate the cost of the university at 20 tons of
I've got the gold, so I'm
Shall we
alright.
do as the petitioners request and build a university? Most enlightened one.
Yes.
Yes, Majesty. Most wise, Your Highness. The new university is built, and scientific breakthroughs come thick and fast. But the people are wary of the eggheads who run the university, and worry that the new technology will put them out of work.
Your power has decreased by 10 to 20.
Are you...
Your wealth has decreased by 20 to 40 tons
Fuck you.
of gold.
Right, now I need my power up.
Congratulations, Majesty. You have survived for 10 rounds. Your Majesty, life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. I hear the people of London are worried witless by sightings of a phoenix over the River Thames. The royal zoologist suggests giving him 20 tons of gold to snare the resurrecting raptor. Shall you do as the royal zoologist requests, most impetuous one?
No.
Yes, Majesty. The royal zoologist is most agitated by your decision. But, that evening, as you stroll on the royal battlements, the phoenix appears, flying high in the sky. One of its feathers lands at your feet. Many people witness this event and see it as proof of divine providence.
Your power has increased by 20 to 40.
That's helpful.
Your Majesty, wrinkles merely indicate where the smiles have been. It is the Archbishop of Canterbury's birthday. He has let it be known that he would like 100 barrels of the finest gunpowder.
Not having it.
The royal accountants estimate the cost of the exquisite explosives at 5 tons of gold. Shall you buy the Archbishop the gift he desires, most considerate one?
No.
Yes, Majesty. The Archbishop goes nuts when he hears of your decision. He complains bitterly to the Pope about your treatment of him, but to no avail. The people believe you made the right choice, and raise 10 tons of gold as a thank you for your good judgment.
Your power has increased by 10 to 50. Your wealth has increased by 10 to 50 tons of gold.
Oh. Equaled.
Your Majesty, intriguing news from Manchester. To celebrate your glorious reign, the Guild of Potters want to make a commemorative dinner service with your royal face painted on each plate. The royal publicity officer thinks it would promote your image at dining tables across your kingdom. Shall you do as the royal publicity officer advises?
I'll get a lot of
and grant
gold.
your permission for the classy ceramics to be made most decorative one?
Yes.
Yes, Majesty. The royal publicity officer is pleased at your decision. The Guild of Potters manufacture the commemorative dinner service in very high quantities, as they expect it to be extremely popular. However, even they are surprised by the massive demand. Huge queues form to buy the pricey plates, and the economy booms.
Your power has increased by 10 to 60. Your wealth has increased by 10 to 60 tons of gold.
Equal. I need to be careful now.
Emergency, Majesty. The palace is under attack.
Damn.
Cruel Claire, Baroness of Dundee, is attempting to seize your kingdom. The Chief of the Army advises you attack Claire's forces immediately. Shall we do as the Chief of Security advises? Most ambushed one.
Yes.
Yes, Majesty. Let battle commence. You are victorious, my lord, but the surprise attack has severely weakened your strength.
Your power has decreased by 40 to 20.
Oh, that's alright.
Caution, Majesty. Don't let your power fall below 0.
That's alright.
Your Majesty. Everything changes and nothing stands still. There is revolution in the air. A farm labourer, known as Ned of Newbury, has started a peasants' revolt. Ned is demanding an end to the feudal system. The nobles of your kingdom demand you put down this insurrection and attack Ned's stronghold with 100,000 troops. Shall we do as the nobles demand and attack the protesting peasants, most challenged one?
No.
Yes, Majesty. The nobles are enraged by your decision. They begin plotting to overthrow you. But your decision is applauded by the people. They see that not all aristocrats are bad. Support for Ned falls away, and order is restored to your kingdom, without a single drop of blood being shed.
Your power has increased by 30 to 50.
Yep.
Congratulations, Majesty. You have survived for 15 rounds. Your Majesty. Disease stalks the land. The royal physician recommends His Majesty takes a treatment of boiled frog spawn to improve his vigor. The boiled frog spawn is placed in the royal goblet for you to sup. Shall you do as the
I
royal
will.
physician advises, most strong-stomached one?
Yes.
Yes, Majesty. Most sensibly, Your Highness. The spawn bubbles and gives off the most vile stench. You almost faint, but recover your composure just in time. You drink the spawn and gain the admiration of your people for your guts.
Your power has increased by 20 to 70.
Your Majesty, I bring most sad news. The Archbishop of Canterbury is dead. He died in a mysterious fire in his palace. The cause of the fire is yet to be established. You must choose his replacement. The candidates are Sleazy Simon, the Bishop of Portsmouth, or Greedy Gregory, the Bishop of York. Which of these two men of God will it be? Sleazy Simon or Greedy Gregory?
Sleazy Simon.
Yes, Majesty. Sleazy Simon is delighted. But wait, what wonder is this? The old Archbishop is not dead. Miraculously, he is unharmed, standing before us in only his nightgown, holding an empty petrol can. Sleazy Simon returns to Portsmouth.
Yeah, he's dreadful.
Your Majesty, we work to live, not live to work. A petition has been raised. For your royal attention, the people of the kingdom request that you hold a parade to boost their spirits. In these trying times, the royal accountants calculate the cost of the parade at 10 tons of gold. Shall we do as the petitioners request and hold a festival, most jovial one?
No. I need my power down,
Yes,
that's why.
Majesty. What a sad choice, my lord. The people think your decision sucks. A melancholy mood covers the kingdom.
Your power has decreased by 10 to 60.
Your Majesty, a craze for garish reality game shows is sweeping the country.
Jeez.
The great wizard Merlin wants to host such a competition to find himself an assistant. He proposes calling the contest the Sorcerer's Apprentice. The Bishop of Bath and Wells is concerned that the promotion of sorcery will damage the morality of your kingdom, and he implores you to ban Merlin's competition. Shall you do as the Bishop of Bath and Wells suggests, and ban the Sorcerer's Apprentice, most aspiring one?
No.
Yes, Majesty. The Bishop of Bath and Wells despairs. Merlin proceeds with his contest. The Sorcerer's Apprentice is a huge hit with the people, and crowds from across your kingdom flock to see it. A young, bespectacled boy called Larry Trotter wins the contest.
Larry
The people
Trotter.
applaud your decision to allow the competition to go ahead.
Your power has increased by 10 to 70.
Now I need my power down.
Your Majesty, where there are weapons, there will be wars. The Chief of the Army is concerned at the state of the Royal Arsenal. He believes that 20 new siege engines must be built. The Royal Accountants estimate the cost at 25 tons of gold. Shall we do as...
No.
Yes, Majesty. The Chief of the Army is displeased by your decision, my lord. Neighboring kingdoms are relieved you did not build more siege engines. As they were concerned, you planned to invade them.
Your power has decreased by 10 to 60.
Congratulations, Majesty. You have survived for 20 rounds.
Wow.
Your Majesty, a fool and his money are soon parted. The Royal Accountants request you impose a tax on cucumbers to bolster your finances. Shall we do as the Royal Accountants request and impose a cucumber tax? Most low-calorie one.
Yeah. I need my power down, that's
Yes,
why.
Majesty. The Royal Accountants cheered the imposition of the cucumber tax. The people show little interest, as few of them eat cucumbers.
Your wealth has increased by 10 to 70 tons of gold.
Got an awful lot of gold, an awful lot of power. I need to go down before I lose the game. Repeat.
Alas, the royal goldfish has a greater attention span. I repeat, Your Majesty, most perturbing news has reached me of a savage dispute between Sarah, Duchess of Northumbria, and Jane, Countess of Essex. Many peasants have been maimed as these noble women fight out their bawdy bicker. The people demand you settle the dispute. Sarah thinks animal letters is the best game for the Amazon echo.
Animal letters.
Yes, Majesty. Animal letters is indeed a fine choice. The variety of answers, interesting facts, and excellent sound effects make it a pleasure to play, whatever your age. Your Majesty, the population of your kingdom is expanding. A petition has been raised for your royal attention. The people of the kingdom request you build a new hospital. The royal accountants calculate the cost of the hospital at 20 tons of gold. Shall we do as the petitioners request? And
No.
yes, Majesty. What a striking decision, my lord. The people are saddened, but their king cares so little for them. I fear this will permanently damage your reputation, my lord.
Your power has decreased by 30 to 0.
Caution,
Still not
Majesty.
losing. I'm still
Don't
not
let your
losing.
power fall below 0. Your Majesty, he who pays the piper calls the tune. The royal accountants request you impose a tax on bananas to bolster your finances.
Yes. That's it, that's
Yes,
definitely
Majesty.
losing.
The royal accountants cheered the imposition of the banana tax. The good people of your kingdom are not happy. The banana is their favorite fruit. The banana tax causes riots across the land.
Your power has decreased by 30 to minus 30.
Yes, I
Your
lost.
wealth has increased by 20 to 90 tons of gold.
Your power has fallen below 0. You're not a king, you're a nobody. The royal bodyguards throw you to the dogs.
I'm trash. I'm seriously trash at this.